Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 4 and consists of Arlen Rastorompas and Pancaresto Halim. And today we would like to explain about SWOT analysis and comparison of subject-centered design, student-centered design, and problem-centered design. So before we move on to the explanation, we have to know what is curriculum design. So curriculum design is the process of planning learning objective, content, teaching method, and assessment to achieve educational goals. So basically, guys, it is the process of planning learning activities. Okay, next up to the explanation. The first design is subject-centered design. So, a curriculum design that focus on academic subject and the transmission of knowledge. So, in this design, the teacher serves as the primary source of information, while the students receive and learn to the material that has been systematically organized by a teacher. And then, there are four characteristic of subject-centered design. The first one is focus primarily on specific academic subject or traditional discipline. Means that learning content is organized according to specific academic discipline. For example, like mathematics is taught separately from science or English. And then the second one is teacher-centric, with content organized systematically for logic progression. Means this design is teacher centered, so the teacher is more active than the students, and the teacher is determines what is learned, how it is taught, and when the material is delivered, and the student only follow the teacher instruction. And then next one is emphasize the acquisition and mastery of factual knowledge and concept. So learning begins with simple concept and gradually progresses to more complex one, and this is allowing students to understand the material step by step. And next one, the last characteristic is evaluation is typically through standardized, fast, and formal examination. So, student achievement is typically measured through examination, written test like the written test, quiz, or academic assignment. Okay, so that's the meaning of subject-centered design and the characteristic. And then next up, SWOT of subject-centered design. Okay, so the strength of subject-centered design is over-structured material, simplest evaluation, and promotes strong concept mastery. So the strength is, since the curriculum is organized systematically, students can learn in a gradual and guided manner. And then the strength is easy to evaluate, and teacher can measure students' learning outcomes through clear tests and examination. Like example, exam score can indicate students have understood the material. And then the strong mastery of concept, because the focus in the design is about content knowledge, student develop a solid foundation in a particular subject area. Okay, so that's the strength of subject-centered design. So let's move to the weakness. So the weakness is can lead to passive student participation and overlooks individual student interest. So because this design is used teacher center, so that the student will be passive. uh, since learning is often conducted through lectures, students frequently listen without actively participation. So they only listen, they only sit on their bench, like listening, and then limited attention to individual differences. That means students have different interests and learning style, but this curriculum design is usually provides the same material to everyone. But students have different interests. That's the weakness. And then the opportunities of subject-centered design is support national educational standard and easily integrates with technology-based learning tools. Okay, so this design is support national education standard, means this model is suitable because the curriculum content can be easily aligned with government established standard, and then easy to integrate with technology. That means learning material can be delivered through educational video, ebooks, or digital platform. Okay, so that was the opportunities. And okay, so the last SWOT of subject-centered design is threats may like a relevance to real world situation and potentially limit student creativity. So because the focus is on correct answer and predetermined content, so students have fewer opportunities to experiment or think creatively. So this is this is not develop the critical thinking. Okay, let's move to the student-centered design, which is the second design. So a curriculum design that focus on students' needs, interests, abilities, and learning style. Okay, so in this design or approach, students play an active role in the learning process, and the teacher just act as a guide or facilitator. This is very different. The first one, the subject-centered design, because in this design or approach, the student more active than the teacher. Let's move to the characteristic. Okay, let's move to the characteristic of student-centered design. So the first one, prioritize the needs, interests, and developmental stage of the learners. So in this design, learning is designed according to students' characteristic, interests, and abilities. Example, like if students are interested in like environmental issue, the teacher can use environmental pollution as a learning topic, like it's related with students' interest. And then the teacher serve as a guide, supporting exploration and discovery. So the teacher is no longer the sole or the only source of the information. The teacher's role is to guide or assist students. And then the next characteristic is aims to cultivate creativity, critical thinking, and learner independently. Students are directly involved in learning activity, like through discussion, like project, experimental, presentation. So student is more active. And then the last characteristic is characterized by flexible and adaptive learning environment and methods. So, teaching methods can be adjusted to meet students' need and classroom situation. Like example, some students learn better through hand-on practice, and then the other prefer reading or watching videos. And I think that's all from me. And the next part will be explained by my friend. And before that, I will mention what is the best curriculum design based on my thoughts. So the effective one is problem solving center design. So why? Because it closer to real world and workplace situation, and through this design or approach, student can develop their critical thinking skill because they are required to find solution to real problem. And then student learn how to adapt to their environment, like work efficiently in terms like they can communicate with the community. I think that's the effective one. That's according to me. Okay, maybe that's all. I will hand it over to my friend. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Arlen Rastrompas. Now I would like to continue the presentation from the first speaker. I will explain about student-centered design. Student-centered design is a curriculum approach that places students at the center of the learning process. In this design, students are encouraged to actively participate, express their idea, and take responsibility for their own learning. The teacher acts as facilitator who guides students rather than simply delivering information. This approach helps students become more independent, creative, and motivated learners. Next, SWOT analysis of student-centered design. Let's look at the SWOT analysis of student-centered design. Strengths. This approach increases student motivation, encourages creativity, and develops self self-reliance. Weakness. It can take a lot of time to implement, and assessing students can sometimes be difficult and complex. Opportunities. It is suitable for modern curriculum such as the Merdeka curriculum and support the development of 20th century skill. Third, its success depends on well-prepared teacher and adequate learning facilities. And next, problem-centered design. Problem-centered design is a curriculum approach that focus on solving real-world problems and social issues. Students investigate problems, analyze situations, and develop possible solutions. This approach combines theoretical knowledge with practical application. As a result, students improve their critical thinking, analytical skills, and problem-solving abilities. Learning becomes more meaningful because it is connected to real-life situation. And next, SWOT analysis of problem-centered design. Strengths. It develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills that are highly relevant to real life. Weakness. Designing effective learning activities can be difficult and often requires many resources. Opportunities. It helps students develop global competence competencies, and improve collaboration skills. Third, limited facilities and resources may affect implementation, and teachers need special skills to guide students effectively. And next, key differences in curriculum designs. First, the focus subject-centered design focus on academic, subject, and content. Student-centered design focus on the needs and interests of students. Problem-centered design focus on real-world problems and social issues. Second, the teacher's role in subject-centered design. The teacher is the main source of information. In student-centered design, the teacher acts as a facilitator. In problem-centered design, the teacher acts as a guide and mentor. Third, the student role. Students are passive recipients and in subject-centered design. They are active participants in student-centered design. In problem-centered design, students work collaborative to solve problems. Finally, the goal subject-centered design aims for content mastery. Student-centered design aims for personal growth and development. Problem-centered design aims to develop problem-solving skills. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.